Today's video is about Invisalign. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hilana. I am excited to share with you my Invisalign journey. Yes! Today is technically I'm within the first 24 hours of actually having them. So if you're interested in seeing my progress over the next 17 weeks, which is how long my plan is good for until further notice, stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel, join the family because it's all about self-care and much love for you beauties. Let's get started. I'm going to start off by showing you guys the packaging that my trays came in, which were delivered to my dentist office, which I had to go and get them installed yesterday. This is the box. It is the Invisalign box. Okay, come through if you can see that. And I'm going to open it up to let you know what the trays look like. Now, I have to personally wear my trays for 17 weeks. As you can see, I just have some crowding down below, something you can't really notice unless you're staring in my face, but it bothers me. So that's why I went ahead and took these steps to go ahead and start the process, which I'm absolutely excited about. Other than that, here is the packaging on the inside. Now, I'm not going to take them out of the bag at the moment because I am not inserting these trays. Basically, within each packet is the upper layer and the bottom layer of each tray that I have to put in my mouth every week, which, by the way, I will be changing these out weekly. So I got them in yesterday, which was a Thursday on June 3rd, and I will be changing them next Thursday. Each package has the upper layer and the bottom layer, which is already assigned by week. They are numbered on the back, so for the next week I'll be opening pack number 2. That's going to be the only way I can keep up with which trays I'm supposed to be putting in, because ideally what's supposed to happen is with the Invisalign trays, you are supposed to have some shifting each week. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to actually talk a little bit about the overall experience, things on what you should be expecting. So please drop a comment down below at any moment throughout this video if you have any questions. Quick disclosure, I'm only going to be sharing my personal experience and what I was instructed to do by my doctor. So I can't really give any, feedback on Invisalign from other person's perspective and things that I've heard. I don't even want to talk about all of that. I just want to focus on my personal experience so that you can have a general idea of what I went through and what you may possibly go through if you have problems in your mouth kind of similar to my own, which I would say is minor, but still enough to get on my nerves, if you know what I mean. So first things first. I was instructed by my doctor that I should be changing my trays out every single week. She recommended to change them on the same day of each week to make it easier to remember to change them, which is why previously, if you recall me stating, I will be changing the current trays that I have in today for a new set of trays next Thursday, because I got them done on a Thursday. So I will be changing them again on a Thursday so that I can keep up with my weekly changings. Also, you are supposed to wear, as instructed, not only by the doctor, but in the book of instructions within the packet of Invisalign Care, it does say to wear these 20 to 22 hours out of your day, or as instructed by your doctor. So I will be following what my doctor said, which was up to 20 to 22 hours a day. I am pretty disciplined, so I'm going to try to push for that 22 hours a day and only take them out when I'm eating and drinking. I'll try to squeeze my snacks in during the times when I'm eating and when I'm drinking, because I do love to snack. So my diet is basically going to change throughout this process as well. Which is also just very exciting because it's all a self-care journey, and this is also a part of my journey that I've been wanting to take the step towards for the longest time. So it's just going to help me overall, not only within, you know, for my mouth, but as an individual. It's going to help me maintain and discipline my time and things like that. So I'm just really excited about all of it. In addition to the box of trays that I show you guys, I also got a goodie bag. That's what they called it, a goodie bag. And it basically includes a holder for my trays, which I'll be showing you guys. And this is actually what the box looks like. Very cute. Very sturdy. I'm actually planning to use this for some storage later because I love like stacking up on boxes just for storage and for all my like beauty supplies and things like that. But this is how you open it. Wow, very gorgeous, very sturdy. I already took out the tray or the case for the trays. So I'm just gonna grab that real quick so I can show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll go over what's actually inside the box. So here is the tray holder, nice and round, also very firm and solid, which is good. Just to ensure the security of your trays when they're in here. Has I'm assuming these are to help keep the trays in place while they're inside of it. I actually just took my trays out, you know, earlier so I can have breakfast this morning, and they sat perfectly in there. And they don't fall out. The case doesn't open up. You could put it in your purse. It fits very comfortable along with any other essentials that you may have. It's not extra thick. It's not extra bulky. So that's really good. Another thing is, if I haven't already showed you, the bag that all of that came in looks like this. And oh my gosh, the material, very soft. The quality, very strong. This bag can definitely be reused. It has a drawstring on it, so you could like use this again for traveling, for storage, for whatever it is that you feel most comfortable with. I don't know why I'm so excited about everything, but it's just, I don't know. I love this whole process. The bag is cool. The case is cool. The liners are practically invisible. So, I mean, Invisalign, hands down, y'all got y'all's thing going on. I'm definitely a satisfied customer, but let's get into actually wearing them and what to expect. So like I said before, I got these installed yesterday on a Thursday morning, and they were all done with everything in the afternoon-ish. When I first put in the trays, my darling, they were a little uncomfortable, and I was talking like this for like my first couple of hours because I'm not used to having them in my mouth. And so like where they sit right at the top, where they kind of touch my gum, they also touch my upper lip. So it kind of bothers me. So to avoid being annoyed by that, I was talking a lot like this, which is unattractive, but as you can see, I'm speaking to you now just fine. I got used to it. I woke up this morning, no issues at all. Now, I will say this though, they sit very, very comfortably. I do have these things called buttons on my teeth, which you're not going to be able to tell now, and I'm not gonna zoom in on the camera that much, but when I come back next week and I remove my trays to actually replace them with a second set of trays, I will show you these things called buttons. They had to put them on my teeth, and it's supposed to help with the movement, and I'm assuming to help keep the trays in place as well so that they're not sliding off throughout the day. So it's a very comfortable fit on your teeth once you get them on, once you get them pressed down in place, and they're very secure. Like, it feels like a mouthpiece in my mouth because I know that they're there and everything, and I can feel them, but you can't see them. They're very secure. Just make sure you're not eating with them. So let me actually read the instructions that I got, and just so you know that I'm not making any of this up. And I was also told this by the doctor too. So I'm getting this out of this little kit, this little booklet that you guys saw. I'm gonna just read some things, and there's a couple different languages that you can read in, but I'll read English because that is my primary language. So basically, here are a few helpful tips to keep your new smile on track. It says it right here. And basically, it's just telling you to wear your liners per your doctor's instructions, usually 20 to 24 hours a day, as I've already stated before. Remove your liners before eating or drinking anything. That is very crucial, because when you eat, anything that you eat is going to get behind your tray, which can, as a result, look very disgusting. And not only that, that food will get jammed down in there and stuck in between your teeth. And it's just not a good experience, I'm assuming, at all, that I'm even wanting to try or willing to try. So I am definitely going to be following these rules, you know, down to every single detail as much as possible. If you drink anything, now you don't have to take these out every time you drink water, because it is a clear substance. So it basically will just like rinse right through that. But just make sure you're not drinking anything that is thick, like a shake, nothing of color, especially red pop, so, you know, grape or Kool-Aid, nothing of color, because it's going to stain your trays. So next it says, clean your liners each time before putting them in with soft bristle toothbrush and water. Use the Invisalign aligner cleaning crystals after to keep the aligners odor-free, clear, and hygienic. And so basically, when you take them out before you eat, make sure that before you put them back in your mouth that you are brushing your teeth, for one. You should be flossing as well. And also the trays, they should be like brushed with a light brush and water. So if you don't have access to a toothbrush, it does state here that you can just use the water, but you want to make sure you're doing a nice rinse of some sort before you're applying the trays back into your mouth. So yeah, following the rules are basically going to be a major part of this process. And as I mentioned before, since you have to take these out every single time you eat and drink, it definitely does change your lifestyle as far as how often you are eating throughout the day, because it can get very tedious if you're trying to snack on something and before you snack, you're like, oh, I gotta take out these trays, because I tried it last night and I was like, I'm not having this. I guess I just won't eat, and that's fine with me. As long as I have a nice hearty breakfast, a smooth lunch, and a heavy dinner, taking them out at least 3 times a day is good for me, as long as you're not leaving them out no longer than approximately 2 hours out of the day, because you want to keep them in up to 20 to 22 hours, but I'm going to go for the max. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to sit here and share with you guys is that you are going to feel, because of how tight these trays are in your mouth, you're going to feel a little bit of pain, not even like some throbbing in your mouth just from having them in. Like I said, yesterday was my first day with them in, so like later on towards the evening, you know, when I settled down and I wasn't talking as much and I was just like chilling, you know, I just felt like something going on in there. It was just kind of like a little painful, but not painful to a point to where I couldn't stand it. Anywho, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That is all that I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you find it helpful or useful. If you're interested in seeing how this process goes over the next 17 weeks, subscribe, join the family, tune in every week. This was just an introductory, not to give you too much information, just again, it was just my first day of the 17 weeks. So I'll be back next Thursday with another update on what my experience was over the next 6 days. So join the family, stay tuned, and stay happy, healthy, and always, my queens, beautiful.